Raymond can get where he's going without too much problems.
Right.
But
I'm hoping.
For all of our meteorologists, including our chief, it has to be such a frustrating week of trying to forecast this thing.
You know, not frustrating, but there have been a lot of changes. But this happens in the Tennessee Valley with winter weather systems. Pretty much every single time we have one, you can bet that the forecast is going to change. We've certainly seen that, and that is okay. We're going to be fine. What we're looking at is two things this weekend. Thing number one, ice. Accumulating ice could create some power outages, icy roads, broken branches, things of that nature. Second thing we're going to be looking for is heavy rain leading to some localized flooding. That's going to be a possibility, mainly heading into Sunday as we see some of those rainfall amounts really starting to pop up. So let's get to it all. Let's start with the ice accumulation. You can see areas of blue and yellow. That's where we have little to minor impact from ice at all. And then you go into some of these other areas where the impact is much greater. We'll start with this little swath right up the Cumberland Plateau, and you can see the red and the orange. That indicates a moderate to major ice accumulation impact. That's where we could see a number of power outages, especially this swath right here on the eastern side of the plateau. Meanwhile, notice around Chattanooga up toward Bradley County, limited to minor impacts. We also have a big donut hole right here heading up into Polk County, so we may not see much of an impact. Some of you, especially in the valley, may not see much of an impact from the ice at all. Others, you might see a minor impact, but then we get into these higher elevations right along Dade-Walker County, and you could have a major impact where the temperatures are a little bit cooler. Same, that moderate to major impact extending up toward Blue Ridge, LJ, and up toward Murphy, North Carolina as well. So the ice is one thing and the rain is another. Now, future ice accumulation, still looking at, again, we've got these donut holes where we may have limited impact from ice, but we have other areas that could get a quarter of an inch and moving up onto the Cumberland Plateau as much as a half an inch of ice. And a quarter to a half an inch of ice, that would do something. That would knock power out for a lot of folks in that particular area. So a quarter of an inch to a half an inch puts us in the dangerous zone where we could have widespread power outages, tree limbs breaking down, and an absolute mess. Again, that's not going to be everybody widespread, but that certainly is likely to be the case, especially in those higher elevations in some of our outlying areas. So potential rainfall, let's talk about that. 2.5 to up to 4 inches of rain is going to be a possibility. My goodness, let's go through it and see how it all plays out with our future cast. Taking you through Friday, no big whoop-de-doo. We'll have some clouds, that's it. And we're watching Saturday morning. Some of these short-term model data is starting to bleed into Saturday, and it's showing no precipitation at all until the afternoon. I'm not convinced of that yet. Make sure you're watching Clay tomorrow morning. He'll have some overnight morning updates that'll solidify that. But we'll put in the chance of some widely scattered wintry mixed precipitation moving through. But again, I think it's going to be the afternoon when we have this cold rain moving. You'll see some of these areas of wintry mix, especially in some of these higher elevations, and then we'll see that continuing through the night. Might get a little bit of a break around 5, and then here we go. Saturday evening into Saturday night, widespread rain and wintry mix, and that's going to be for many areas, Chattanooga westward down into North Georgia. You can see that continuing into Sunday morning. Sunday morning, it will be in the upper 20s and low 30s. Saturday morning is going to be in the mid to upper 20s. And then as we move into Sunday afternoon into Sunday evening, heavy rain as we climb into the low 40s will be all we get. And then we will see Sunday night into Monday, cold air settling in with maybe a few flurries here and there, but mainly just cold air that could freeze whatever moisture is still on the ground, even though we won't have much. So a quick look at our Storm Alert 7-day forecast. You can see Storm Alert weather day, obviously, Saturday into Sunday. We're going to have our most widespread heavy stuff Saturday afternoon into Sunday, and then a few flurries with areas of black ice on Monday. And look at those lows plummeting into the teens and even single digits on Tuesday morning, guys.